Some songs never really leave us. Others vanish with the hallways, hometown dances, and dashboard radios where we first heard them. In 1969, these records were not forgotten curiosities. They climbed the charts, filled summer afternoons, and followed teenagers through a year when the future seemed thrilling and uncertain. Yet somewhere along the decades, they slipped out of regular rotation. Today, we're opening an old yearbook of sound and revisiting 15 songs that may awaken memories you thought time had erased.
Man is still alive.
Number 1. In the Year 2525 by Zager and Evans.
Year 2525.
During the summer of 1969, while astronauts prepared to walk on the moon, an unsettling voice on the radio wondered whether humanity had any future at all. Rick Evans had written, "In the Year 2525, years earlier," and the duo released it through the small Nebraska label Truth Records.
They may fall.
Before RCA took it nationwide. It reached number 1 on July 12th and remained there for 6 weeks, becoming Billboard's longest-running chart topper of 1969.
Ain't gonna need to tell the truth.
Zager and Evans never returned to the American Hot 100, making their disappearance nearly as strange as the record. For teenagers with transistor radios, the song turned scientific progress into something eerie.
Everything you think, do, and say is...
It arrived during humanity's greatest technological triumph while questioning whether technology might erase what made us human. Other summer hits recalled romance or freedom. This one remembered tomorrow with dread.
Watching as the world goes red.
Number 2. Grazing in the Grass by the Friends of Distinction. Then came a record that felt like sunlight pouring through an open car window. Grazing in the Grass began as an instrumental hit for South African trumpeter Hugh Masekela, but Friends of Distinction member Harry Elston added lyrics and transformed it into a joyful vocal celebration. The Los Angeles group had been discovered by football legend Jim Brown, and some members had previously sung in the hi-fis. Their version climbed to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became a major soul hit. Its appeal came not from a complicated story, but from its contagious sense of ease. It sounded like summer vacation before responsibility returned.
The sun beaming down between the leaves.
When an afternoon could stretch forever and happiness needed no explanation. Oldies radio may have moved on, but those bright voices still preserve the warmth of a carefree day.
Never rolling without a destiny.
Number 3. Going in Circles by the Friends of Distinction.
One small thing to...
By evening, the group that had celebrated sunshine sounded trapped inside a lonely slow dance. Going in Circles revealed another side of the Friends of Distinction, restrained, romantic, and quietly desperate. Released after their first breakthrough,
I'm an ever-spinning top.
it climbed to number 15 on the pop chart and reportedly sold more than 1 million copies. Its success came during a demanding period when Barbara Jean Love temporarily stepped away for maternity leave while the others continued recording and touring.
In a whirlpool.
The performance never rushes its heartbreak. Instead, the voices revolve around one unanswered feeling, like a teenager replaying a conversation long after midnight. It became a genuine hit.
What am I to do?
Yet its brighter predecessor eventually claimed most of the group's place in popular memory. Forgotten songs often preserve the emotions we had the hardest time forgetting.
Looking at you.
Number 4. Hurt So Bad by the Lettermen.
It's so bad. It makes me feel...
Imagine the final slow dance of the night, when the gymnasium lights were low, and everyone knew the evening was almost over. Hurt So Bad had first become a hit for Little Anthony and the Imperials in 1965.
needles and pins, people say.
But the Lettermen reshaped it through polished three-part harmony. Their 1969 recording reached number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the Easy Listening chart.
It makes me hurt so bad to see you again.
The arrangement sounds composed, yet the feeling underneath is anything but calm. That contrast gave the record its power, heartbreak expressed by singers trying desperately not to lose control.
Let me tell you that it hurts so bad.
It belonged to a time when sadness could arrive dressed in formal clothes and immaculate harmony. The smoothest voices sometimes carried the deepest wounds. Are you enjoying this video? If you are, please hit the like button. I'd sincerely appreciate it.
Covered now with lines and creases
Number 5, Traces by Classics 4.
and pieces, traces of love.
Some records bring back a person. Traces brings back everything that person left behind. Faded photographs, old rooms, and keepsakes that suddenly feel heavier than they should. Written by Buddy Buie, J.
In hair, memories.
R. Cobb, and Emery Gordy Jr. The song was recorded in 1968 and released early the following year. It rose to number 2 on both the Billboard Hot 100 and the Easy Listening chart, becoming the Classics 4's highest charting single. Dennis Yost's tender vocal never turns memory into melodrama. The song understands that loss often survives through ordinary objects rather than grand gestures. In 1969, it might have accompanied a first heartbreak.
Traces of love.
Today, it may recall someone whose face has softened with time. The past rarely returns whole. It comes back in traces.
I believe that when love came to me.
Number 6, It's Getting Better by Mama Cass Elliot.
And it's getting better.
There is a special kind of hope that arrives quietly after disappointment has lowered its voice. Mama Cass Elliot captured that feeling on It's Getting Better, written by Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil. Her recording featured members of the famed Wrecking Crew, including drummer Hal Blaine,
With rockets, bells, and poetry.
bassist Joe Osborne, and keyboardist Larry Knechtel. Released in May 1969, it spent 19 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 30, and reached number 8 in Britain.
With me and you. It just started.
Yet it became overshadowed by the Mamas and the Papas, and Cass's later solo favorite, Make Your Own Kind of Music. Its optimism feels gentler than youthful fantasy.
Believe it or not, now there's something brewing.
Love does not arrive with fireworks. It grows through ordinary days and small discoveries. Cass made happiness sound less like a miracle than something patiently earned.
Try to get to your soul, I'll try to get to your mind.
Number 7, I'm Gonna Make You Mine by Lou Christie.
I'm gonna make you mine. I know I'll never give up. I'm at
From its opening rush, this record feels like a convertible speeding away from school on Friday afternoon. I'm Gonna Make You Mine had first been recorded by the Camel Drivers, but Lou Christie transformed it into a dramatic production inspired by Phil Spector's Wall of Sound.
from the morning till supper time, and you'll find I'll be waiting.
Ellie Greenwich sang backing vocals alongside former teen star Linda Scott in one of Scott's final appearances before leaving show business. The result reached number 10 in America and number 2 in Britain. Christie's soaring falsetto gives the performance its unmistakable urgency.
I'll be waiting in line. I'm gonna make you.
It comes from an era when romantic confidence could sound breathless, theatrical, and reckless at once. Though eclipsed by lightning strikes, this was no minor record. It preserves young attraction at full speed before uncertainty catches up. Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next video. Okay, on to the next. Number 8, More Today Than Yesterday by Spiral Staircase. Some songs follow people from high school dances to wedding receptions decades later. Written by lead singer Pat Upton, More Today Than Yesterday gave Spiral's Staircase its unforgettable national moment. Producer Sonny Knight and arranger Al Capps surrounded Upton's warm vocal with bright horns and an easy pop-soul rhythm that stood apart from the heavier music spreading across 1969. The single reached number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 6 in Canada. The group never found another comparable hit, but the song survived through films, television, cover versions, and private celebrations. That longevity carries a sweet irony. The musicians faded from view while their promise of deepening affection kept finding listeners.
If all my dreams come true, I'll be spending time.
This is not love frozen in time. It is love still growing after the photographs have yellowed.
All the lonely nights waiting for you to come longing to hold.
Number 9, I'd Wait a Million Years by the Grassroots.
I'd wait a million years, walk a million miles across.
Before text messages, waiting for someone meant watching the telephone, checking the mailbox, or wondering whether another meeting would come. The Grassroots turned that restless feeling into I'd Wait a Million Years.
Need you so desperately, waiting for you to come, bringing your love.
Written by Gary Zeckley and Mitchell Bottler, and produced by Steve Barry. The single reached number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100. Its album version included a slow organ introduction and a longer fade,
Swim the deepest sea, climb the highest hill, just to have you.
extending the experience almost a minute beyond the familiar single. The Grassroots had so many recognizable records that this one became buried inside their own success. Yet its grand promise captures teenage devotion perfectly when every separation feels endless
Soft gentle motion, babe, brings out a need and me the touch.
and every reunion essential. Time may make those emotions seem exaggerated, but it never makes them false. Would you wait a million years for the one person you never truly forgot? Comment yes if you agree.
Precious little girl, let me put you
Number 10, Black Pearl by Checkmates Limited.
pearl, pretty little girl.
When Black Pearl begins, it does not sound like a forgotten single. It sounds enormous. Phil Spector co-wrote and produced the record, while arranger Perry Botkin Jr. built its sweeping orchestral frame around Sonny Charles's impassioned vocal.
Working so hard your whole life through.
The song was reportedly inspired by For Love of Ivy, the 1968 Sidney Poitier film about a domestic worker seeking a life beyond the role assigned to her. It reached number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 8 on the R&B chart.
Hey, how about something for me and you?
Checkmates Limited was a racially integrated group, making its message of dignity especially resonant during a turbulent period. Its language may feel tied to another era, but the emotional center remains clear.
In my arms, you're gonna reign supreme.
Someone overlooked deserves recognition. Forgotten by radio, Black Pearl still rises like a monument when heard again.
I heard you're getting married. Heard you're getting.
Number 11, Worst That Could Happen by the Brooklyn Bridge.
It's the best thing. Maybe it's the best thing.
Few sounds could stop a crowded room like Johnny Maestro's voice, rising above the orchestra of Worst That Could Happen. Written by Jimmy Webb, the song first appeared on the Fifth Dimension's 1967 album, The Magic Garden, but the Brooklyn Bridge transformed it into a full-scale drama.
You're really sure, and this is the end.
Their version reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 in February 1969. Maestro had previously led the Crests, while the Brooklyn Bridge combined his vocal group, the Del Satins, with a 7-piece band. The story cuts deeply.
Say you really mean it. This guy's the one that.
Because the singer congratulates a former love on her marriage, while privately unraveling. It turned the pain of receiving someone else's wedding announcement into orchestral pop.
So sane and so secure.
Behind every gracious wish lies a future that will never happen. Sometimes heartbreak wears its finest clothes and smiles for the photograph.
You really should accept
This time he's gone for good.
Number 12. Smile a Little Smile for Me by The Flying Machine.
Smile a little smile for me. Rose.
There was comfort in hearing a song that seemed to notice when someone was hurting. Written by Jeff Stevens and Tony McCauley, Smile a Little Smile for Me offered encouragement to Rosemarie, a woman struggling with the end of a romance.
Come back now, even though he said he would. So
The Flying Machine's debut single attracted little attention in Britain, yet American listeners carried it to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. That success might have opened a long career, but the London group never came close to repeating it and disappeared within a year.
so many other guys would give the world, I'm sure.
The recording's brightness hides a tender sadness, as though the singer knows cheerfulness cannot be commanded but offers it anyway. For anyone who once tried to console a friend after school,
Where's the use in crying?
its gentleness remains familiar. Some songs do not erase sorrow, they simply sit beside us until it becomes bearable.
Girl walked in dreams.
Number 13. This Girl Is a Woman Now by Gary Puckett and the Union Gap.
This girl is a woman now.
By late 1969, Gary Puckett and the Union Gap already seemed connected to an earlier chapter of the decade. Their military-style uniforms and towering romantic ballads had made them unmistakable, yet musical tastes were changing.
And one night her world was changed. Her life.
Written by Victor Milrose and Alan Bernstein, This Girl Is a Woman Now was produced by Dick Glasser rather than the group's former hitmaker Jerry Fuller. It reached number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the Easy Listening chart,
She would never be the same again.
becoming their final American top 10 single. Puckett delivers it with his familiar dramatic authority, turning maturity into something almost ceremonial. Heard today, the premise reflects the language and attitudes of its era.
This girl was a child.
Beneath that dated framing, however, is a universal recognition. People grow beyond the versions we remember. Time does not ask whether we are ready. It introduces us again. Number 15. Mr. Sun, Mr. Moon by Paul Revere and the Raiders. As the 60s neared their end, Paul Revere and the Raiders watched the musical landscape change beneath them. A few years earlier, their Revolutionary War costumes, energetic television appearances, and hits such as Kicks had made them fixtures of teenage America. By 1969, heavier, more introspective rock was pushing that bright image aside. Written and produced by lead singer Mark Lindsay, Mr. Sun, Mr. Moon reached number 18 on the Billboard Hot 100. It finished at number 95 on Billboard's year-end list, the ranking that brought it into this countdown. The record retained the group's melodic optimism, even as their era of constant visibility faded. Heard now, it feels like sunlight lingering after a celebration has ended. An era rarely disappears overnight. First, its brightest colors begin to soften. These 15 records were once part of the everyday weather of 1969. They played through dashboard speakers, drifted across school parking lots, and accompanied teenagers imagining who they might become. Some belonged to artists with only one great moment. Others were overshadowed by bigger hits from the same performers. None deserved to vanish completely. That is the gift of hearing them again. A forgotten song does more than revive an old melody. It can reopen a hallway, return a familiar face, or remind us who we were before life carried us elsewhere. Which song brought back the strongest memory for you? Share it in the comments, and consider subscribing to Retro Rewind so more overlooked records can find their way home.